Hi Gemini, welcome. Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note about my readings. They are for your sun, moon and descendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Gemini, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three of them to give you a more complete picture of how they speak to you and more importantly, which part of you I resonate with as a tarot reader. So with that said, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So as always, please don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button. Too many. I know some of you are like, you should take that. It was a jumper, but there were like 6 or 7 of them, so it's a no. Yeah, please don't forget to hit the like, share, or subscribe button if it resonates. And please, as well, please don't forget to check out my new channel that's dedicated to visualizations and guided meditations. And there's a whole bunch of new ones on their way very soon. You can catch that in the link in the description, as well as your personal reading if you would like to purchase one. So for your key to the week, you have the Hierophant card. And what this says to me is this week you are going to be... what I want to ask you actually is, are you or do you feel ready for an initiation of some sort? Because that's the feeling that I get from this card. There's going to be something this week where you are stepping into something that either feels like it's bigger than you. For some of you, this could be a new job. For some of you, this could be maybe you're getting a license of some sort. You know, maybe you're passing an exam that allows you entrance into something that is bigger than you. For some of you, this could be you are entering, you know, anything from a new company right through to, you know, a hall of fame, if you like. There's something that suggests that this week you are being welcomed into something that you perceive to or understand to be bigger than you are, which isn't a bad thing at all. It could also as well see that some of you are interacting with the local authority or the government in some way. Maybe you're applying for a visa, maybe you are helping somebody apply for a visa, maybe you are looking into an international move, maybe you're looking to buy a property. There's something this week where you're interacting with a very big or very large governing body or institution. For your actions and options this week, you have the 5 of Cups. This is not an easy card, and interestingly enough, the Hierophant is also number 5, so we see 2 5s here as well. I'm going to say this to you, Gemini, and I say it out of all love, care and respect. This week you've got to snap yourself out of it, because if you go into that place of kind of heavy thought, the chances are this week it's going to be really hard to climb your way out of it. So if you feel that happening, the second it does, switch that vibration or get in touch with somebody that you know always lifts you out of it. If you go into that place this week, you might find it really hard to get out. Where you put your attention and your focus this week is going to be super important. Remember, Mercury is retrograde, so your ruling planet is currently retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Now, even though this is offering you a trine energy, it's still one that you're going to feel quite sort of heavily. I will say this to you as well, for those of you that are doing applications like I talked about, please, if you're doing it online, not this week. Maybe the week after, or even the week after that, if for those of you that really can wait. If you absolutely have to this week, please, if there's anything to do with a password or you know, protected information, which there usually is with anything like that, be really careful this week. All right. For your communications and conversations, you have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is an interesting one, because look at that. I mean, the 6 of Pentacles with the Hierophant card, that's a bank. It's a bank, it's a financial institution, it is somewhere where money is kept, and it looks like you are having some sort of conversation or communication with a financial institution of some sort this week. And if that is the case, again, like I said, just be careful with all of your information. And if you can absolutely wait, then do. If you can't, just be aware that you will get the answer that you want. So for those of you that are applying for credit or anything like that, you'll get the answer that you want. I just want you to go into it with without a lack mindset. Don't come at it from that point of view. Go into it with the, I already have what I need. And this is just going to add to that, all right? It's a very small shift in perception, but it's going to be a really important one this week. So yeah, I am seeing applications for credit. I'm definitely seeing finance and stuff like that. I'm seeing interactions with banks. I do have to say to some of you, because your Five of Cups is a no card, for a select few of you, this may be a rejection in some way, shape or form if you are applying for funds, money and credit. Not all of you, but just a select few of you, it may not be the answer that you'd hoped for. Just be aware of that. For those of you that work for somebody else, this could be a really good week to ask for a raise in your finances. So if you've previously asked for a raise and been knocked back or rejected, this week you could actually ask again and you may get better news for it, which is cool. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc., I actually really like this energy because it suggests here that the flow or the transactional nature of money is going to become more fluid for you, which means it looks like a lot of you might be updating payment gateways and all of that kind of stuff. Again, if you are doing that kind of thing, just please, please, please check it and double check it just to make sure. Yeah, and the words that I'm hearing is check the back end, or the back end of all of your payment gateways. Just be sure that they're shut and that they're secure. I don't know what that means. I kind of know what it means, but I'm not a techie. I'm really not. Even as an Aquarius, believe it or not. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, for any reason, this, it looks like some of you have an idea of ways that you'd like to either improve the home or your living situation in general, and you may be reaching out for funds to make that happen. For your money and materials, you have the Justice card. Very interesting. Now, I will definitely say there is something of a contractual nature going on this week. There's something here where you're maybe reaching out for something that you don't have yet, or that you're trying to build or to manifest. And if that is the case, I just want you to find a way to do this that is going to that's going to be mutually beneficial, right? So you're not giving too much, but you're not taking too much. That has to be the order of the day. Now, when it comes to specifically your money and your finances, there is a commitment that you're looking at, and it looks like a big financial commitment is on the horizon for you. Because that card, the Justice card, is underneath the Five of Cups, if this is something that could create a very big loss, I urge you to wait. All right, and no, we can't stop living because Mercury is retrograde and all the rest of it. However, it is your ruling planet. You do have the Five of Cups coupled with the Justice card. This is not a week to launch anything of a legal nature where it's like a battle or a challenge, especially not for you to launch it. It's not a week for you to put your name to any big financial commitment. I'm sorry to say, but the energy is not there for it. Just with this couple, like, you can do whatever you like, obviously. It's my job to give you the information. You do with it as you please, but just be aware of that this week. For your physical health and vitality, please, if you're a drinker or even a smoker or anything like that, this would be a really good week to flush your kidneys out, do some lower back sort of stretches, look after that general sort of area. I'm not a medical professional, I can't give you that kind of advice, but just be aware. And then for your home and environment, for a lot of you, I actually feel like this week is very centered on the home in some way. So I'm really intrigued by this, very much so. For your love and relations, you have the Ace of Swords, right? And I mean, this is great because it's actually a fresh start, but it looks like a lot of you are making a very big decision. So for those of you that are in partnerships and relationships, this could be a week where you decide, actually, you know what, this relationship is no longer working, or it's not for me. That's not going to be all of you. It will be a select few of you though, but this is a very finite decision that you're coming to. For those of you that are single, there is potential here. I have to say, there is potential here, but it kind of feels like you and whoever this person is really butt heads. And one of the things is, it's kind of like there's lots of mental stimulation and there's lots of, all the things that you like. There's just no fire here. you know, there's no spark. And, you know, I know not every person needs that, but it just, for me, it doesn't feel like there's any spark there. I think it's all in here and it's all a wonderful concept, but there's no real sort of, you know, like to it. And, you know, I think everybody needs a little bit of that. Just something to think about. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a great week. Traverse it, you know, cautiously and gently with yourself and with others. And I wish you all the best for it. With that said, take care and I'll see you soon.